Hello, beautiful people. Hello, Afro-Diaspora. Welcome to my channel. I am Makeda Daniels. In my last video, I've talked about the Maroons, and I talked about one of the Maroons hero that is well known in Suriname and also in Europe. His name is Bonnie. If you would like to know more about him, go and watch that video. Today I want to do something different. I want to share with you one of the Maroon traditions we know in Suriname, but it is not really unknown in Africa. It is oral tradition, oral storytelling. It was brought over from Africa by the ancestors, so it is impossible to see the Maroon culture separately from Africa. The way the story starts is with shouting Dilitin, that means listen up, and the public will answer, we are listening. So let's begin the story. Dilitin, listen up. Daitin, we are listening. This is the story of Lindsay. On the river of mud lived a couple who made a daily offering to the gods. The gods seemed deaf because no matter how many sacrifices they made, the child they longed for never came. They sacrificed all the food from their agricultural plot to Mother Earth, and they sacrificed meat to the sky god. The smell rose and they mumbled all kinds of prayers. They also made offerings to the river god, which consisted of beautiful flowers that danced on the waves. One day, after the sacrifice to the river god, the woman went to wash herself in the river as usual. And as she washed, a pile of foam of a strange pink color floated by. The woman cried out in surprise, for she had never seen such foam before. Without hesitation, she grabbed her large laundry tub, scooped up the foam, and hurried home. As she hurried home, the foam began to grow and grow. First there was a foot, and then another, then a belly, then hands, and finally a head, with everything that should be attached. Overwhelmed with joy, the woman took the baby from the bowl and cradled her lovingly in her arms. She showed the sleeping child to her husband, and the couple was overjoyed that the river god had finally answered their prayers. The child was named Lindsay. The couple did anything for Lindsay. Beautiful shawls, ribbons in her hair, doll scarves from wood. Lindsay was intensely pampered by her parents. Not a day went by that they did not tell her how much they loved her. There was only one thing the couple did not dare, and that was let Lindsay wash in the river. Because what if the river god wanted Lindsay back? So their daughter was never allowed to go to the river. Lindsay grew up into a girl who, despite all the pampering, was very friendly towards other children, especially to her friend Koba, who played with her every day. The two girls, they argued sometimes, but it never took long before them to make up. One day, there was a heavy rain shower. So much rain fell from the sky that all the agricultural plots were flooded, also that of the couple. Now, they had to take the boat to their farming plot, and Lindsay could not come along. Koba's parents were asked to babysit, and the two children had fun with Lindsay's toys. And as often happens, they fought over Lindsay's favorite doll. They both pulled at it. Lindsay didn't give in, and Koba didn't give in. "My doll," said Lindsay. "I want him. Give it here," shouted Koba. "No, it is mine," said Lindsay. Koba became increasingly angry until Lindsay finally got her way. "You're not nice. Take your doll," said Koba. "You're just a piece of foam." "I'm not a piece of foam." "Yes, you are." "No, I'm not." "Well," said Koba, "what makes you think you can never go to the river?" "Your mother finds you as a foam passing by, and that's how you got here. Your mother is not your mother, and your father is absolutely not your father." Lindsay's lips trembled. Her eyes filled with tears. Weeping, she sang, "My mother called me Lindsay, my father called me Lindsay, but Koba called me Foam." And she sang and sang, and she ran to the river while singing. "My mother called me Lindsay, my father called me Lindsay, but Koba called me Foam." Lindsay sang and sang, tears running down her cheeks. Singing, she jumped into the river and immediately turned into a pile of pink foam. Her mother caught every pile of foam that floated by for the rest of her life, but never found Lindsay. The moral of the story is, indiscretion can hurt. Indiscretion does more harm than good. So be careful before you say something. If you like the story, give a thumbs up and we will do another one next week. Thank you for listening.